Hello, welcome back. I hope everybody's marvellous and well and everything. I am. This morning I woke up, I put the video up yesterday of this fella behind me, the Aston Gear Lanshan tow, and it's took off and it's doing rather well actually, that video, so thank you very, very much. Also gained quite a few subscribers from it as well. So I'm very pleased to announce, if you've not already seen the post I put on this morning, it's Friday today, by the way. We are in July, Gary. so, yeah, I hit 2,000 subscribers, and it's the number's still going up. So fantastic. But I really appreciate everybody that subscribed. And to anybody who wants to subscribe, please do. And I really appreciate you too. I know it sounds like a thing. I always say I really appreciate it. And I say it in the comments as well to people. But I really do. I mean, there's not much else I can say apart from, I really do appreciate it. And I do. Anyway, enough of that. So, this is the next trekking pole tent I've got. That's still up because we do some thunderstorms. And I want to test the sealing on it. The sealing? the sealant, the same sealing I've done, and make sure that I've got it all. I'm sure I have. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, so the next trekking pole tent. So, on the table down here, is the trekking pole tent. Now, I got this off eBay. It came with two inners, a winter. I was combining the word winter with inner there, believe me. I was saying in winter, inters, the winter, I got I don't know which is which yet, a winter 4-season inner, 3-season summer inner, and the outer itself. I've already set my trekking poles there to 125, which I believe is recommended for this tent, and we'll see how easy it goes up. Now, this is quite possibly the best selling 2-person trekking pole tent that's ever been made. Can you guess what it is? Should I just tell you? It's a Lanshan 2. Yeah, so I got this off eBay. I put a daft bid in of £100 or something and forgot all about it. And like I said in the last video, it pinged up saying you're the highest bidder, and I won it for that. So, yeah, so I think that's a fantastic deal, that. A Lanshan 2. It's not the Pro. I don't want the Pro. I wanted the Lanshan 2 that has the inners. So, 2 inners, the outer, and the ground sheet as well, the footprint, to go with it, which if you buy off 3FUL, they're all extras. So, I think I've got a pretty good deal there. Tell me what you think. So, I'm going to have a go at setting this one up, and I'm going to put it somewhere. There's Ollie there resting. Somewhere down here. I don't normally use this bottom part of the garden. I don't know why. I was going to put it under the willows, but if the wind gets up and stuff, we'll end up covered in willow leaves. Or I could have put it there. But I'm fancying down here to see what space. See what space I can fit it into. Right, let's get it. No instructions with this. I've watched a few videos, but I'm hoping everything's in the bags that the lads sent us. If you do ever get to see this, thanks for sending it out so fast and for it being so well packaged as well. Right, again, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm just going to get it out, peg it out, bring it back and explain what I'm doing. There will be another video for that to follow. For Mike, Walk, Talk and Brew, Smash and Blow, go and check his channel out. Just showing you how I actually did do it, and I will do it properly once I've done the modifications on it. How are we ever going to get there? Right, let's crack on with the tent. I will just say, look at the size of that. It's tiny. 2-person tent. That's probably just as big as the Lanshan 1. That's brilliant. I'm hoping he's left the footprint attached. It doesn't matter if he hasn't, but I'm hoping that. I don't even know what this weighs. Still got his tags on there. He said he'd only had it and used it a couple of times in the garden, so. But I'm wanting to get it up to date because, like I said, we do some thunderstorms. So look, my head tent. My head's bigger than it. I've got a very big head. We'll get it up anyway. We were missus. So there we go. First step is to peg out the footprint, which I think I've put the right way around. I'm imagining them tabs should be on the top. I never know which is right and which is wrong. But there's reinforcement there and there on there, so I'm assuming. Anyway, good thing about a footprint, you can always check if you're level or not. So we'll get the tent up now. I think it should use the 4 same pegs as what I've got in here. So we'll have a look. Yeah. Repair patches and everything were in that with the outer, so thank you very much. So now on to the next stage. I've obviously just put the outer over the top of the footprint, and I've attached these adjustable straps. I've left them as far out as it can go for now till I get the poles under. And that was just a simple case of going around and just popping them over them 4 pegs. I'm so glad he's left the guy lines on. Saves me a little job. So, you tripping over stuff, Ollie? You watching what Dad's doing? He's a beautiful. Is he beautiful for Dad? Yes, he is a beautiful. And no, good boy. His dad loves him, and he loves his dad. Right, so for the eagle eye of yours, I've had to move it. I put it up there, and there wasn't enough room at the front. I hadn't left enough room. So I'm going to put it this way. It's for them guy lines that come out. I'll show you anyway, but it is straightforward enough. Put that now over these 4 pegs. Trekking poles up underneath the peak and pull the front guy lines tight. Right, I'll do that and I'll bring you back. Well, the outer is anyway. It's it's easy that. I know that this is high. If I drop them poles down to 120, they're at 125 at the moment. Which is plenty high enough, but yeah, a little bit of tinkering on the straps once you've got it in and moving a peg around and whatnot, but really it is, we're talking minutes, and then you can tighten it all up. But yeah, so let's have a look in. I'm going to put the 4-season inner inside this. I don't know the weights and everything of this tent off the top of my head, but if I find them, I'll pop them up here or here or here. I'll pop them up somewhere. I think it's like 1,000 grams or something or just over. I know there's not a lot of difference between this and the Lanshan one, but up trips and over the Asters, the guy out. But there's a lot less faffing on with this than there is with the Lanshan one. The Lanshan one, you're forever, well, I was forever adjusting pegs and trying to get it right and everything. I hated that tent. Some people love it. I hated it. I think I might have liked it more if I'd have got the one with the T-zip. And I think, looking at the pictures, just turning around, looking at the pictures that I received, or that were on eBay, both of these inners have got T-zips, hopefully, so fingers crossed. But let's open it up and have a look in here. Move you up. The only thing I'd like to see on this is a 2-way zip, which unfortunately it doesn't have. But there's plenty of space in it there, and the mods I'll do is I'll attach it. I'll attach the ground sheet to either the inner or whatever. But yeah, can you see in there? And you see his mother. So there we go. I think I've seen a hanging loop up here. A couple of points there for hanging the inner. I'm outside, by the way. You're the ones inside having a mooch about at the moment. Yeah, there we go. So this just connects. I'm going to do away with this as well. I'm just going to have the one guy line going from the top. I'll lengthen that guy line. And then I'm going to put bungees onto these loops. A long length so you can double it up so you can have it closer to the ground if you drop the poles, or further off the ground if you need more ventilation. But they make these like this. This isn't me pitching it badly, by the way. Obviously my guard's not level. It's slightly better this end. But this is how these tents are. If you've never seen one before, they do sit off the ground, high off the ground at the front. It's all for ventilation. So, right, let's check these inners out. Find the winter 4-season inner and whack that in. So if somebody used to say to me, which is the 4-season inner out of those two, and you were just doing this with your hands, I wouldn't know, to be honest. I wouldn't know. So there's Jo there. Put another cup. Say hello, she's on the tea break.
I've just come down to say I'm going to start charging him pitching fees. How much do you reckon? 20 quid a night, no electric?
You what? Have a word? Right, I'll find out which one's which here. Well, that didn't take me long. Took the bubble wrap off. I didn't expect them also to be in their own bags. Well, at least that one is. But the lad who I bought them has had the foresight to put on their 3-season. L52, I'm imagining that's the length, 52, I don't know. 3-season. I'm sure that's he's wrote that on, so that's not the one I want. Let's have a look if this one came in its own bag as well. Oh yeah, it does. Bargain. So he's got on there L, I'm not quite sure what he's wrote there, LS. LS. Lanshan. And he's wrote something there, but I can't make that out. 6 something anyway, but that's 4-season that he's wrote on there. So thanks for doing that, fella. You're the star. I should do that more often myself. Oh, someone's on about thought I'd mixed that silicone too thin yesterday. Right, it's all on, believe me, I haven't. This is a few inch, well, not a millimetre or so, that was left in the tub with the terps. Look. I'm trying to show you that that is now set. So that's it. So it's fine putting it on like I did. In fact, I think it's better because it gets right into the stitch when it's watered down more or terps down more. Or what's the word? Viscous. When it's more viscous or less viscous. I don't know what the word viscous means. I'm just using it because I've seen it somewhere. If it's thinner, I think it's better, but not too thin that it just runs off like water. But yeah, it can be pretty thin, and like you say, that's still set. So what I put on yesterday now is like that in all of them little stitching holes and everything. So fingers crossed. Anyway, let's get this inner in. I think it's just a case of hanging it up in there. Well, I hope it is. I'll be in the lather. Hat's coming off. Not on camera though. Never on camera. Right, so I've got the 4-season inner in. I didn't realise that the bathtub on this as well, obviously it just clicks in, there's only one clip there, a clip down there and one up the top, but also you've got the rope or guy line on the bottom to go over that peg. What I'll do, I'll swap that out with bungee. I'm just going to swap that out with bungee. and leave it attached and attach the ground sheet to that probably. But the biggest buzz that I've got from this one is it's the T-zip door. I don't want to open it too much because there's a million flies. But there we are, inside, plenty of room. I will actually get in a second. Give us a second and I'll join you in there. Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you in here. Oh, it's boiling. It is hot in here. And everything's as it should be. I haven't spotted any damage whatsoever. A little bit of grass and that in here. In here. That's it. They've got a hanging loop up there. There's the one on the other side as well. A one up there as well. So you could run a little line across there. Space wise, don't forget, I keep telling people, but I'm 5'10", and that's just belly wise. No, I'm 5'10". I'm nowhere near. My feet are nowhere near the bottom down there. Let's turn you around. So yeah, plenty of room. Oh, I ain't spending much time in here. It's a sauna. Right. But you're grateful of these Four Seasons in the UK overnight. I mean, there's still a little bit of mesh, but most of these nature three, when they call it a Four Season, it's normally up to about there, and the rest is all mesh. Right, I'm going to drag myself out. So I've just popped the side guy lines out on that as well now. But for anybody who's interested in the size difference, there you go, there's a side by side, there's the Lanshan 2, and there's the Astagear Lanshan 2. That is, I know you can fit two people in it, two people at a squeeze. That, I think, is more a gear, one person, and the gear. The Lanshan 2 is more of a two person. You'd have a little bit more room. There you go, that's them side by side and pegged out. I don't know if I've pegged this. I don't know if I've pegged this Lanshan out right, to be honest, because I've just sort of brought them or tried to bring it off the angle that they come off there. But it sort of puts the tent into a really weird shape. And you might notice I've added some guy lines there. Bag of 6 of them from Aldi, reduced, 99 pence. Was it 6? I think it was 6. But yeah, so there you go for a comparison in the side. Obviously, I've just got out that side and zipped it up. And this is just a mirror. 2 doors, T-zip. And what an enormous vestibule. Yeah, it's just a shame that these aren't 2-way zips, but I mean, look at all the vent. If you're cooking in there, look at all the ventilation you've got underneath there. So yeah, obviously these tie outs, guy lines, keep this one open, and you can put guy lines on here as well, which will help straighten that ridge line out again. And then obviously if you're inside, for your sides, I mean, there's plenty of clearance there, like, but you guy them out, it pull it out. Guy them side ones out, and it'll pull it out even further. I'm just trying to, if you can see, undo that door one-handed. Yeah, now I don't know if the chap who had it before me bothered. These don't need same sealing. That's another good thing about the 2 as opposed to the Pro. The Lanshan 2 with the inners is all tape seamed inside. You don't need to seam seal this. But with the Lanshan one, what you can do, because some people encountered problems, is just seal around these points here, because sometimes that did let water in. So I seam sealed mine on the Lanshan, even though I took it out in rain. On the one, I took it out in rain and it didn't leak, but I'd seen reports of them, so I just did it for what it cost, just to touch it round there. But yeah, so you can see it's been looked after, so happy with that, very happy. I think I did well again there with that, so thank you to that chap on eBay. I'm going to leave these out and hope for the rain, and if it comes, bear with us, sorry, if it comes, brilliant. It'll give them a test. I want to make sure they're both waterproof without just putting a hose pipe on, you know. So yeah, right guys, that's it from this one. So if you've enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up. If you don't subscribe, get yourself subscribed, costs you nothing. You get to listen to me waffling on. I'm trying to work my way up to get enough subscribers to get an e-bike sent out to me. That's my mission in life. Not really. No, really it is. Right guys, that's it until next one, wherever we are, whatever we're doing. Jazz hands. Love you loads of millions. Bye for now. Mwah.